Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to another Sikh Children book review, and today we will be reviewing 4 board books from Sikhi Sikhya. So these books are really good and I really like them because they are bilingual. So bilingual meaning that they are both in English and Punjabi as well. So this really helps us to build our Punjabi vocabulary and gives us a chance to read Punjabi in Gurmukhi and also speak Punjabi, and also our children will listen to the vocab words as well. So these books are by Sikhi Sikhya, authored and published by Sikhi Sikhya. You can get them from sikhisikhya.com. So the books here, if I share this one is on body parts. And what's interesting about this is that it's not just like any other vocab book which tells you that this is akka, hatha, sara, but these body parts are based on the words or the terminology used in Gurbani. So even for myself as an adult, I actually enjoyed reading this because when I read Gurbani and if I come across terms that were mentioned here, I know, oh, this actually means this. So for example, if we look at Caesar and head, and then here they will give other vocabulary which is mentioned in Gurbani. So another word for head would be Sera, Munda and Mundi. So maybe we did not know that another word for Sera was Munda. But now if you read Gurbani and you come across this word, you will recognize it. And then the images are very good as well, very colorful and very easy to understand. And what's really interesting, which I've also mentioned earlier with Sikhi Sikhya Gurmukhi book as well, is that they include Kavishri. So on every page, you will see a 4-line poem included as well. So this gives you a chance to read poetry with your children or even yourself as an adult and get to learn Punjabi vocabulary, Punjabi terms, and even how to read and write in Punjabi. So case, hair, which is something we know, but val and rom. So these are the terms that are used in Gurbani as well. So they go through a lot of different parts of the human body as mentioned in Gurbani. And so for example, charan, feet. But these are all the other words used in Gurbani. Pair, pag, pav, pai. So very interesting. And then at the end is a summary of everything that they have done and ardas. So basically it's very interesting because we need to tell our children that this body that has been given to us should be used to do bhakti and meditate on Vaheguru. So what is our ardas? What should it be? And then at the end here in English is all the parts of our body and how they should be used for Sikhi and to meditate on Vaheguru. So for example, our stomach is called udar in Punjabi, and our stomach gets hungry and squeals and makes noise until it gets filled with food, then only it will keep quiet. So our soul is also hungry. Did you know that? Only worship of Vaheguru can fill it up though. So it's very interesting how every part of our body is connected to how we can meditate on Vaheguru. And this is something even us adults might not actually know about. So imagine if we get to read these books and then share it with our children. Then at the end here, you have a little quiz, a game that you can play with your children. This book here is on Sikhi values. So these are on Sikhi values and this is how to manage anger. So I really like this because our young children, I have a very young one and she gets upset if I switch off the TV or if I don't give her favorite toy. So as an adult, how do we teach them how to manage your anger? So this child here, Taram Singh, he shares his story of how he manages his anger, krodha, when he interacts with his sister, with his brother, with his parents, his teacher and his friends. What is it that sometimes they would do to trigger the anger, and how does he speak to himself to make sure that he doesn't react or respond in anger? So something that we should really teach our children as well. And this one is about the star. Now this helps our children to value our Sikhi identity. So especially our young girls. So this book is about a young girl who shares a story on how she connects to her dastar. So Jeet Kaur. And she tells how she got her dastar, when does she wear her dastar. And it's very interesting because at the end, she tells how her dastar practically protects her. So she says here that if she falls down, her dastar protects her head. Or if she feels cold, her dastar covers her ears and gives her warmth during the cold season. So our young girls especially, sometimes they question that why do I only see Singhs wearing dastar? And can girls wear dastar too? Okay, ski. And this allows us to connect with our girls, young girls, and tell them that yes, why not? And how is it that they can feel proud and confident in wearing their dastar? So one book that I highly recommend for young girls as well. And finally, a book that teaches gratitude to our children on how we should be grateful for all the things around us to Vaheguru. So even when difficulty comes as well, you wake up in the morning, the food you eat, and then even when difficulty comes, for example, that you have a teacher and then you get sick, sometimes you get scolding, sometimes you get lost, sometimes you get scared. But even in this kind of situation, how do you actually have gratitude? And it's very interesting because the ardas, the gratitude, is in the form of a conversation. So teach your children then every night before you sleep, or even before you leave your house, or in the morning, or before you have your meal, you speak to your guru and say, thank you, Guruji. For what? Thank you, Guruji, for toys, for the food, for my parents. And teach them how we can have conversation with Paramatma. They might say, I can't see Vaheguru. How do I talk with someone that I can't see? Then this allows you to have even deeper conversations with them. So you can purchase these books from SikhiSikhya.com. Make sure you get them. Perfect gifts for young ones. And because they are board books, they are highly suitable for young ones from the age of 3 years old up till 8-9 years old, and even adults also can connect with these books as well. So hope you enjoyed this book review. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.